in time for the nominations. Hopefully, she didn't sleep through her alarm, but I did text her. She should be on her way. But if not, I'll be your host for this voyage. And ultimately, we have the 2020, what year is it? 2026 Oscars. And the nominations are going to be really interesting considering the three of us, myself, Adrian, and Erica, saw a wide range of movies this year. Um, and I think we're split on who we anticipate to see nominated. Erica's not a fan of Timmy and Marty Supreme. Adrian is really hoping that one of his brain off movies gets nominated, but I don't think that's how the Oscars work. And I'm looking for a big night from One Battle After Another. PTA has not gotten his flowers just as of yet from the Academy. Nope, can't see you, Erica. You're texting me and I don't see you. Nope. Uh, so she'll be joining here. But nonetheless, some big expectations, I think, from Sinners and One Battle After Another as far as the nominations are concerned. We anticipate there being maybe a record year. 15 nominations for a single movie would be a record, but Sinners is positioned to do that. It could also be one of the first years where multiple films, up to four films, can have over 10 nominations. I think that Sinners, One Battle After Another, Hamnet potentially could have a big morning of nominations. Erica, what? Dime. Am I doing this right? It's not letting me join like last time. Here we go. 1 second. Let me help Erica out here. Let's see if this will get her in. Uh we do it live here, folks. And this is what happens because I can see you. That's interesting. And I heard everything. So you're listening to me, Erica, but you're not in. I just sent you a link. Leave and try clicking that link and see if it lets you in. Okay. As you can see behind me, you can't send it on my phone. I don't understand what that means. I text it to you like I normally do. You want me to email it to you? Is that what you're saying? Dear God, Erica, you're killing me, Smalls. I record on my computer, you dumbass. Well, hey, dumbass, I'm the one in the room on time with this working. All right. So here, I'm sending it to your email. You've already sent it to your email. Great. Great. Erica, we're gonna have this go seamless. We did a test run and it worked great. Um, oh, it's funny. I'm on my Instagram also, and I can see myself some Inception action happening. And I have the past 5 times. Great. Okay, stand by. I'm sending you an email. 1 second. Right. That's why we joined early. That's why we got on here a few minutes before the nomination started to do a test run here. Erica, subject line, you dumbass. And here's the link. Sent. Hope you get it. I promise you guys, we love each other. That's just words of affirmation and affection that we send over here. But nonetheless, Oscar nomination is going to be kicking off here in about 10 minutes. Danielle Brooks and Lewis Pullman are doing the announcement. And look who it is.
Look at my hair.
Look who it is. Woke
I
up
just
like
woke up.
this.
Let me tell you, I've been here since 5:07. I don't know what happened because I was
Well,
in the studio beforehand and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to get on without like him in the studio. Like, see, I don't know what's going on here.
it's
This
working.
is
I see
being
you.
weird. Well, it told me earlier, it's like, do you want to call in to the live stream? And I was like, I didn't do that last time.
You don't have that VIP access. No need to call
No.
in. Good morning.
Good
I
morning.
find it just a little transparency for you and the people watching. Uh, I find it so awkward to talk to yourself. You know how a lot of like videos or streamers
Oh,
or content
yeah.
creators are just like talking and you're just in a room by yourself. I gotta say, it's quite awkward.
I think it's weird having to just look at yourself. I think if you weren't getting feedback. I don't know. I don't know.
Right. Nonetheless, no one's here to hear my complaints about trying to make this podcast go far. So,
It's
Oscar
okay. I did hear
nominations.
your complaints about PTA not getting his flowers
He
here.
hasn't. He hasn't gotten Best Picture. He hasn't gotten Best Director. I think this is his best shot. I think this is his best shot. But Ryan Coogler and Sinners, Chloe Zhao and Hamnet, I
Yeah.
think are the big contenders that get in the way there.
Mhm. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Um, I think I don't know. You anybody who's listened obviously like knows how much me and Adrian just want Sinners to win so much. Um, but we know the Academy.
Right.
We know how they work. So unfortunately, I do think we're gonna see a lot of. Well, I don't even know if it's a lot of, but it's just gonna be annoying if Timmy wins the
Your biggest
Oscar.
gripe, like we were talking about, is Timothy
Yeah,
Chalamet. If he gets, I mean, somehow he's spearheaded, I think, into the lead, which, you
is
know,
annoying. Like
yeah, I
it's
hear you.
really, really, really frustrating for a movie that one has not done well, right? In the box
It
office.
did all
Like
right. It did pretty good.
we're comparing, right? We're gonna compare to the other movies now. Compared to Sinners, nothing.
Well, to be fair, Sinners and One Battle After Another are coming back to theaters on
Is
Friday,
Marty
tomorrow.
Supreme?
No, well,
Is
it just
Marty
came out.
Supreme gonna come back? You know what I mean? Like I don't think people are gonna be demanding for Marty Supreme to come back into theaters so they can see it again. That's
So
I think that's my biggest problem. Even One Battle After Another, because even though I don't want it to win, I cannot deny it was a great movie, great performances all around. Like I said in our episode, like the pacing was the only thing that like really bothered me about the movie, and that's just because I have a difficult time with really long movies, and that
sure,
movie's long as shit.
sure.
So
So
those two movies compared to Marty Supreme, when the fans, when the fans are demanding for another movie to be re-released because either one, they want to see it again, or two, they missed out on how big it got. And then you have Marty Supreme, which
So
like,
so check it out. We got to stay factual here, okay? So Marty
okay.
Supreme, domestically, I'm speaking domestically here in the
Oh,
US
okay.
of A, the fascist country that we've become. Marty Supreme is at 80.8 million, which is pretty good. Which is
What was the
pretty good.
budget?
Erica, you're
You
asking
have to
too
take
many
it into
questions.
account. You
Okay,
have to take it into
you
account
can look it up on
because
your
you have
computer because
other
I got box
people.
office up.
I'm like, you have other people who are creating brilliant movies on an iPhone without AI,
Right.
without having to
You're
cry at the end.
so
I'm telling
mad
you, that
at that
bothers me
tier.
so much, dude. That just
You're so
bothers me
mad at
so
that
much
tier.
because that's so basic. That's just
Sure.
such basic human emotion that you can't create that yourself on a
Mhm.
what's supposed to be your redeeming scene in the film.
So box office, or sorry, so budget was about 65 million for Marty Supreme according to IMDb, and it's
Okay.
at 80.8. So it's in the positive for what it's worth.
Okay.
If we look at One Battle After Another domestically, which, tough beat, but it's at 71.6 million. So as of now at the box office, Marty Supreme has done better, excuse me.
Then One Battle After Another.
Correct. But that's kind of anticipated. PTA always has challenges at the box office. I don't think his movies necessarily draw the everyman, and his budget was 130 million. Oof, that's tough beat. But what
So look
you know
at
what?
Sinners. Well,
Okay,
no, so that's what I'm trying to say is like the effort and money that you put behind like your movie, and then the
mhm,
success of the
mhm, mhm,
movie, the
mhm.
way the fans talk about it, the way your fellow peers talk about it. And I'm telling you, it's not to knock anything off of Timmy because I think he is very talented. I think we're going to see a lot of great things for him. Do
Yeah,
I think he deserves an award for his performance in this movie? Absolutely not.
sure. Sinners. So we said 80 million for Marty, and we said 71.6 for One Battle After Another. Sinners, $279 million. fucking blew those two
It's
out of the
it's
water.
for a horror
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, I hear you.
A
I hear you.
horror movie that
I
had
think
a
there's
great story, was, like, really rich in history and a lot of history that a lot of people didn't know, especially when it came to, like, Chinese immigrants in the South and how integrated they were. Like, it was such a good movie, like,
No,
I
I
just
agree. I mean, listen, there's no doubt Sinners was a phenomenon and a cultural movement and a theatrical movement. I mean, for what it's worth, the Golden Globes it won, best theatrical achievement award, the made up trophy, which is really a weird one. But
Yeah, which
nonetheless,
is but it's like, it's so frustrating every year for, like, all of the fans to see. It's like, you don't wanna give it Best Picture, so you just make up this fucking thing
and
for it, like,
just for
eh
consistency, 90 million was the budget for Sinners. So,
yeah.
but
So,
nonetheless, yeah,
did
yeah.
and,
Point
it
taken.
it made money.
What I think is going to be really interesting is more specifically around the performances and who gets nominated, or even, at the Golden Globes, Julia
Yeah.
Roberts gave a shout out to Sorry Baby, which I don't think you've
Mhm.
seen yet. Did you
I
catch that?
haven't, but I'm interested.
I think you'd
Mhm.
really like that movie. I think you would really like that. Ava Victor is the writer, director, and lead of the movie. First time film, and when I watched it, there's something so um accessible about it. She has a very specific sense of humor, and in my letterbox review, I think I said, I absolutely love her sense of humor, even if it's not that funny. You know what I mean? Like
Okay,
it's
yeah.
yeah, like it's not a funny movie. It is. It's charming. Maybe it's charming considering like a heavier kind of subject matter that it's talking about. So,
It's a lot of that, like, dry, dark, like,
mhm.
make fun of the circumstances kinda thing, or
Kinda. It's not so much making fun of the circumstances. It's just like
we're here.
we're here.
Okay.
So, but it's really good, and there's like even a really touching moment. It's good. I hope you get a chance to see it, and we can kind of talk a little bit about it. I'm sure Julia Roberts giving it a plug probably bumped it up a little bit as far as Academy viewers watching it.
You find out she's, like, an executive producer or something like
Yeah.
that, and she needs to make money.
Speaking of Julia, there's been absolutely no discussion around After the Hunt. Um,
Which is kinda wild to me because regardless of how you felt about the movie, she just gets that,
Julia's a rock star. I mean, she's
yeah, and it's
yeah.
I commend her as a woman because it's very hard to display it on camera, like that thinly veiled, like, rage where you also, like, might cry. Like, she
Mhm.
always gives, like, a really good, like, facial expressions, like, you could tell that, like, that's what she might be on the verge of.
Yeah, I agree. It's just got so beaten up. I've just seen so many negative reviews about the movie from both critically on Letterbox and like I don't get it. I mean, the three of us watched it. We have different tastes, and we all like
I
had a
can
relatively decent time with it. I thought.
Yeah, I can see where people didn't like it.
Hmm, hmm.
Um, Sometimes, like, there's this, like, you want this, like, sense of justice at the end, so maybe, like, the ambiguity of, like, not quite knowing whether or not he did or did do it kinda thing, and it kinda gets into, like, that hard line of, like, false accusations versus, like,
Right.
just believing the victim kinda thing, and,
Yeah.
um yeah, it's
Well.
tough. It's
eh,
definitely a tough very interesting to release it in the time that it did get released.
mhm, mhm.
Um, so maybe that's why it's maybe not being received just because of the climate? I'm not sure.
Right, right, right. We're getting ready to kick off here with the Oscar nominations. Let me see if well, it's kicked off on the TV. Good Morning
Okay.
America, ABC News. Oh, there we go. All right, I'm gonna see if I can actually share uh, the telecast here for our live stream, which would be pretty interesting. Can you see that, Erica?
Yes, I can,
Love that. Okay.
but I can't hear it.
Well, I don't. Yeah. I'm
Oh,
thinking
that's
it
okay if
like
we're not supposed to,
that's
but, like, subtitles or maybe closed
uh
caption?
closed captioning. There you go. It
Thank you
might be a
so
little it might be a little delayed.
That's okay.
But we have it there for you. Why is it so goddamn early that they do this? Like I understand we're pampered on the West Coast to get everything later, like, but
I
it's so
think that,
early.
like
Don't they
yeah,
want
I don't
people to
know.
watch this? Make it an event?
I mean, to be fair, like we said, like, this is early on, like, the West Coast, the East Coast, this is like, "Oh, we get to watch this before we go to work this morning," kinda thing,
Right.
or, like, listen to it as we're going to work.
Can you hear the TV? No. Okay.
Like, slightly.
Okay. Okay.
It's okay.
I've got a TV here. We've got our nominations here. Um, but yeah, there's a few other movies that I think will be really interesting, right? Sentimental Value, Papa Skarsgård, Renette Reinsve.
Yeah,
Great film. That's another one. I hope you get a chance to see because it's a great performance across the board. A great cast.
yeah.
And then a sleeper is a film out of Spain called Surat. I talked to you a little bit about it. It's the one about that takes place like in Morocco at a rave, and this
That's right,
father
yeah,
son
yeah.
are looking for the daughter sister, and they run into this group of ravers that kind of help, but they're
See,
very,
look, they
you
got
know,
an audience.
for sure, people are up.
So they made it an event, kind of.
All right, we're getting ready to announce here.
Aw, he looks so cute.
Yeah, they look great. Look better
Bro,
than
he
us
just
this
threw a
early.
wink out at somebody in the audience. That's hot. Good for him.
Yeah, he looks great. Look at him.
He looks so cute. Okay, okay, hear me out, right? We get a While You Were Sleeping sequel with him.
You've mentioned this.
We
we
get a Casper remake with
right.
him. What
All
was
the
the other one
remakes
I
with Lewis
wanted?
Pullman.
Oh, and then he could be like
Okay.
if they did a League of Their Own, he could be the kid.
Wow. This is great. So they're showing it on the screen. Sorry to cut you off, but they're going to
Oh
show
no,
it
there it
so
goes.
we don't have to worry about the sound. So maybe
Nice.
I don't pay attention to the TV then because it's here. So Elle Fanning, like I mentioned, sentimental value for actress in a supporting role. Igna Ibdor Elias, sentimental value. Sorry if I butchered that. Amy Madigan, weapons. Wunmi Masaku, sinners. And Tayana Taylor, one battle after another. Honestly, crushing that category. That's. I hope Winmu wins.
That's a
We're already
great range.
for sure, and we're moving on to makeup and hairstyling. Frankenstein, Mike Hill,
Nice.
Jordan Samuel, and Cleona Fury. I don't know that one. Kokuho. I don't know that one. Sinners, The Smashing Machine, The Ugly Stepsister. So The Ugly Stepsister has been on my
Wow.
list. I need to check that out. It's a horror film from the perception of the
Oh, original
stepsister in
score.
Cinderella. Okay,
Yeah.
original score. We're moving on. Begonia, Frankenstein,
Okay.
Hamnet.
Moment.
Yeah. One battle after another. And Sinners, right? Yeah, Sinners. All right. So another, I mean, these are so far so good. So far so good.
Yeah,
Live action short film. I don't know how many of these I've seen. I've seen a
I
couple, but
know,
let's
right?
see. Butcher Stain, A Friend of Dorothy, Jane Austen's period drama,
No, but I need to find that.
The Singers, and Two People Exchanging Saliva. What a title.
Hot.
Keep your eye open at the theaters. Oftentimes they show a lot of theaters will show like the short nominated films.
Yeah.
Animated short film now. We have Butterfly. I actually introduced oh no, wait. Am I losing my mind? Yeah,
I think you're losing your mind.
no. Okay. Well, yeah, I am losing. No, but I watched it. Butterfly, Forever Green. I fucked that up, folks. I'm sorry.
You did.
A lot of the animated shorts you can catch on YouTube. So just do a little research. Some of these are available. Check them out. Okay, sorry. Adapted screenplay. Got to lock in. These are going fast. Begonia, Frankenstein.
Wait, begonia's a bug?
I guess so. Hamnet.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm gonna go find that.
One battle after another. And Train Dreams. All right.
Train
Finally
Dreams.
getting some love with Train
Okay.
Dreams for adapted screenplay. Whew, these are moving fast, which I guess
Yeah. Well, there's so many. Remember we were talking about
that's right.
like they have 10 minutes to get through.
Original screenplay, Blue Moon. It Was Just an Accident. Then we have they got a lot of writers.
Yeah, I
on
think
there.
they say the names.
Yeah.
Which would have been nice if we had the noise because we like, oh, did you hear the names?
Marty Supreme. There we go. Wait a minute. And then we have Sentimental Value. And last, we have Sinners. I mean, Sinners is going to win. I think Sinners is going to take.
Yeah, let me tell you, that's what I'll be angry about.
Yeah, that should win for sure. Okay, so actor in a supporting role. We have Benicio del Toro, Sensei. Thank you, Sensei, for One Battle After Another. Jacob Elordi in Frankenstein. He actually got in. Delroy Lindo from Sinners. Let's go.
I'm so glad he got it. You know who's going to be happy with Adrian?
Sean Penn, One Battle After Another, and Stellan Skarsgård, Sentimental Value. Well, Delroy won our MOMAC award for Best Supporting Actor. Let's see if he wins the Oscar in this one. I mean, another stacked category, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Okay, it's time for our halftime break. A halftime break. They actually have a halftime break. How great. Now we see Michael Strahan over here from Good Morning America, and they're going to do their bit. So let me stop sharing for now.
I'm so glad he never got rid of his gap. I like it. It fits him. You know what I mean?
It becomes part of the personality, you know? And unless you're, still a high school bully, it's fine. It's fine.
I can't.
Okay, so we saw a lot there. I'm really excited for the love Sentimental Value is getting. Both Elle and Stellan Skarsgård got nominated.
What is that streaming right now?
It's not yet. Sentimental Value.
I'm like, I would love to see that.
I mean, you can rent it. It is on video on demand, on either YouTube, Apple TV, Amazon Prime, right? It's like $15. Definitely worth checking out. Did you watch Worst Person in the World? The Worst Person in the World, by chance? That was with Renat Rensva also.
I think so.
Joachim Trier. Sorry, go ahead.
Remind me of the plot.
So The Worst Person in the World is
because I think I have a different movie in my head.
So it's I was mentioning it because it's the same director as Sentimental Value, Joachim Trier, and has Renat Rensva also in it. The chronicles of 4 years in the life of Julie, a young woman who navigates the troubled waters of her love life and struggles to find her career path, leading her to take a realistic look at who she really is.
I think I have. I think I only saw it once, though. It's not like I rewatched it or anything. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I haven't seen that one, but I definitely want to because I like Sentimental Value, and I tend to like, if I see a director that I like or catches my attention, I like to see their full catalog, or as much as I can. So that's definitely one on my list. Sinners already starting off pretty hot. A lot of nominations there. And also One Battle. So far things are going as relatively anticipated. Not too many surprises. I think Jacob Elordi getting in for supporting actor.
That was a big surprise because I was curious to see if they were gonna give it to I forget his name. From Sinners. The guy who plays Remnick.
Oh, Jack O'Connell.
O'Connell. I always want to say O'Connor, but I know it's not O'Connor.
I think it's tough, right? I mean, we did see 2 nominees from One Battle After Another with Sean Penn and Benicio del Toro, but if like 2 movies had 2 nominees, right? Because Delroy Lindo got in, that would have been really interesting. I don't think that's ever happened.
It's so exciting. I'm so excited for Delroy.
I hope he wins, but
me too.
But if the Academy does what the Academy does, Sean Penn's gonna win. You know what I mean?
I know.
Which he's great. He's great in the movie. Movie. Everyone's great. It's just tough. Yeah. I mean, listen, he does a lot of humanitarian he smokes like a fucking chimney, but he does a lot of good work as far as humanitarian outreach. And we're back. Hold on, let me go back to this 1 second. All right, so we are back from halftime of the Oscar nominations. So funny.
That's so funny.
Okay,
Oh,
so we are going
small screen
into.
again. Can you make it big screen?
I did.
You unclicked it. It was already clicked.
Okay, sorry. There you
Oh,
go. Yes,
thank you.
ma'am.
So I
Casting.
can see. I can't see your
Hamnet.
screen.
Casting. New category for the Oscars, and we have Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Out of Brazil, a lot of
Okay.
buzz there. Wagner's movie, and Sinners. I
That's gonna
mean,
be a very
that's
big
tough.
win because
For who?
there are 3 of those movies where I'm like, yeah.
Costume design. We have Avatar, Fire and Ash. Get the fuck out of here. Frankenstein,
Ooh.
Hamnet, Marty Supreme,
See,
and
like,
Sinners.
fuck.
Here she goes. She's mad.
Sorry.
Anytime Marty Supreme comes up, you're just gonna
I'm
have a
just gonna
fit.
get mad.
Just mad. Original song. Oh, I mean, let's just give it to Golden already. Dear Me, the Diane Warren Relentless. That's tough. Poor Diane Warren hasn't won her Oscar yet. Gets nominated every year. Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters. I Lied to You from Sinners. Sweet Dreams of Joy. Viva Verde. She made it. I have an interview coming with
Nice.
the writer for that film. And then I got so excited I missed the last nominee. I'm so sorry. But interview coming out with Christine Lamonte.
The last
Congratulations to
one
you, that
was Train
nomination.
Dreams.
Train Dreams. Awesome. Thank you. Okay. Documentary feature film, The Alabama Solution. Come See Me in the Good Light. Cutting Through Rock. Sorry. Mr. Nobody Against Putin and The Perfect Neighbor. So the Alabama Solution and The Perfect Neighbor I've seen.
Okay.
Perfect Neighbor is so devastating. Have you seen that one yet?
No.
Check it out. Check it out. Documentary short film. We have All the Empty Rooms. Armed Only with the Camera, The Life and Death of Brent Renaud. That sounds heavy. Children No More. We were and are gone. Sorry. The Devil is Busy. Perfectly a Strangeness. Perfectly a Strangeness. Sorry about that. That felt weird off the eyes. I haven't had
We
all my
haven't
coffee
really
yet.
watched any shorts this year.
I saw some, but not documentary shorts. No. International. Here we go. Feature film. The Secret Agent out of Brazil. It Was Just an Accident out of France. Sentimental Value out of Norway. Surat out of Spain made the cut. And The Voice of Hind Rajab out of Tunisia. Man,
No
I'm so mad.
way.
I'm so mad that it's not going to win because it should.
I know.
I'm already upset. Animated feature film. We have Arco. I have a potential interview with the filmmaker there.
Oh,
Elio.
fun.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
That's crazy.
Little Amelie, or The Character of Rain, which I hear is very good. I haven't seen that one yet, though. And Zootopia 2. I mean,
Let me
listen,
tell you, K-pop's been sweeping, dude.
I mean, yeah,
K-pop's been in it.
Can I tell you, I found a K-pop playlist that has like remixes and in Spanish that I was adding to my
Love
own playlist.
that.
Production design, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, and Sinners. I mean, that's a pretty good category
That's a
too for
stacked.
production design. That's pretty good. Whew, man, this is tough. Okay, film editing.
I can't.
Stephen Marone from F1, Ronald Bornstein and Josh Safdie from Marty Supreme. I can't say the names, it's going too fast. One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, and Sinners, all for film editing. I mean, that could go a lot of directions too.
I think that one might go to One Battle After Another.
Yeah.
Because of the way it's
nominee for sound, F1, Frankenstein. Frankenstein getting a lot of love. One Battle After Another. Sinners, Surat. Wow, Surat got the like I'm telling you, it's got that rave energy. That's interesting. Yeah, for real. Visual effects. We have Avatar, Fire and Ash. Like, okay, F1. You didn't see F1, right?
No.
Jurassic World Rebirth. The Lost
you
Bus.
know what? They're always gonna give
Sinners.
a Jurassic Park or a Jurassic World in it.
Sinners better win. Sinners
It's
better
fucking
fucking
dinosaurs,
win.
man.
Yeah, I know. I know. Best cinematography is gonna be a good one here. So we
Okay.
have Frankenstein, we have
Okay.
Marty Supreme, we have One Battle After Another. Let's go. Sinners and Train Dreams. Yeah, all right. I'm glad Train Dreams got the
Wow,
cut.
okay.
Man. Okay, so one thing that I think is gonna be interesting for actor in a leading role, Timothy Chalamet right off the bat. Let's get it out of the way. Marty Supreme,
Ooh.
Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another. You have Ethan Hawke, Blue Moon. Wow.
Wow!
Michael B. Jordan, Sinners. And
Ethan
lastly, Wagner
Hawke.
Moura, The Secret Agent. Ethan Hawke, Blue Moon. That's wild. I did not like that movie. Um, I don't know how I
That's
feel about that one, but that's
crazy.
okay. I love Ethan Hawke, but I don't know. Here we go. Actress in a leading role: Jessie Buckley, our girl Rose Byrne. If I had legs, I'd
Okay.
kick you. Then you have Kate Hudson from Song Sung Blue, the Neil Diamond cover band story. Renat Rensva for Sentimental Value. My stock is going up, and
Nice.
Emma Stone,
The
Begonia.
begonia. You coulda
Wow.
seen that coming.
Right. Well, I mean, there hasn't been a lot of talk around Begonia for like the award season, but fair enough. Directing: Hamnet, Chloe Zhao, Josh Safdie with Marty Supreme, Paul Thomas Goat Anderson for One Battle After Another, Joachim Trier for Sentimental Value,
I Ryan
and
Coogler.
Ryan Coogler for Sinners. Checks out. I mean, that's a pretty good category as well. Only one
Yeah.
woman, Chloe Zhao, holding it down, holding it down. And now
Low-key kinda hope she wins.
Lewis Pullman and Danielle Brooks doing some chit chat.
They're
And
so
we go to
cute.
Best Picture. Here we go. Best Picture. Begonia made the cut. Oh my God.
I'm
Begonia
shook.
nominee for Best Picture. Well, so there's 10 nominees. So it does F1. Wow.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Brad Pitt film F1. Frankenstein. I mean, Frankenstein's. I'm kind of concerned. People love Guillermo in the Academy, but I not Hamnet also a nominee.
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg, producer, and Sam Mendes on Hamnet. Marty Supreme. There she blows.
Boo.
we're,
Learn
I'm
how to
gonna have to.
cry, Timothée Chalamet. I hope you see this.
I mean, One Battle After Another, Best Picture nominee, and then we have The Secret Agent. There's our big international.
Yeah.
And Sentimental Value, another international film nominated for Best Picture. Oh, and then Sinners. Got to get Sinners in there. So excited for Ryan Coogler and the whole cast and crew of
And his
Sinners. That's
wife.
awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Train
You know what I
Dreams.
mean?
Absolutely. She acts as a producer on his films, and he
Yeah.
gave a great shout out at, I think it was the Critics Awards, to his wife.
Did I
Very,
take
very
him
emotional.
for my
Best Picture. I can't do
I
that
took
right
him in
now.
my draft. Sorry.
10 nominees for Best Picture. Incredible slate of films. And any big I think the biggest surprise is Begonia getting in, maybe
Yeah,
F1.
I'm actually shocked. Very shocked.
The Oscars are March 15th on Hulu and ABC, so make sure to
4
check them
PM
out there.
Pacific time.
Whew, that was a lot. Yeah,
Kinda
so
crazy.
4 p.m. Pacific time here on the West Coast, 7 Eastern. It's honestly what I'm really curious about is to see the viewership of this year's Oscars with Sinners, with Paul Thomas Anderson, with Begonia, with F1. Like, I think some of these movies, like F1 and Frankenstein, are going to bring in more of that like general public viewing audience.
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet, though you're not happy about it, he is a younger generation of viewership he's going to bring in. um, could this be one of the most watched Oscars in a long time? I think so. Or are we just in it? Are we just too in
I
it?
think we're just in it. I
Really?
think we're just
Hmm.
excited, yeah, but we'll see.
I think
It's gone
also,
down. Every year, it's the viewership has gone down.
I think, Erica, you say a lot of things. Oscar viewership. by a
I
year.
think like either this past year or the year before that, there was like a
Ooh.
spike for the movies and then it went back down
Uh-huh.
or something
Uh-huh.
like that.
So you're almost right. Um,
I don't remember what year it was that everyone was watching, but there was one year where it was like people wanted to, and then like people like the next year, like shit, people won or something like that.
yeah, no, I think it was steadily declining until last year. We did see a
Okay, it was
spike.
last year's, yeah.
And I think a big part of that is they brought in Conan, and Conan's coming back. And
And it
after
was streaming last year too, right?
actually, sorry. It was on the
Was last year
decline.
the first year it streamed?
Did it stream last year? I thought. Well,
I
I know
don't
it's
know, I
moving
just
to
remember
YouTube. It's
that
moving to
it made
YouTube.
I think it was a little bit more accessible last year.
Maybe. Nonetheless, Conan's coming back, and I think he did a great job last year. And I think this could be I'll say this, since COVID, I will predict that this will be the most watched Oscars, for the reasons I outlined there. It's a tough beat. Some of these films that we covered that didn't get the wide release, the likes of Oka, the likes of Bajo Mismo Sol, the likes of Irkala, Gilgamesh's Dream. So some of these movies, unfortunately, didn't get a wide release in time for the award circuit. But shout those out if you want to get if you'd like to see the respect those films deserve. Check out our MoMAC Awards. We definitely highlighted those films.
And
Uh,
listen here, Academy. All of the nominees, you better watch all of the movies. I'm
correct,
looking at you
correct,
directly.
correct, correct,
Watch
correct.
every fucking minute. We're
Viva
sick and
Verdi.
tired of hearing you guys say, we didn't even watch all the films and then vote for people who should not have won.
Very excited for Viva Verdi. Christina Lamonte production. Got to speak with her. And that's actually a really interesting film. If you get a chance to watch it, it is about the opera composer Verdi created a retirement home for musicians. So it's in Milan, Italy, and it's essentially these like retired opera singers and performers all living together in this place, and we follow a few main characters and kind of hear their stories and whatever. So very excited for her to get nominated there, and we have homework to do with some of these shorts. So we'll try to do our best to catch up on that. I'm sure we'll be talking Oscars again between now and then. Historic.
The nice thing is that they're shorts, so it's not going to take us that long.
Well, if you were to be updating your letterbox, that also helps inflate your movie count.
Here.
Sure thing.
One
Anything
day,
else? Anything else around
nada.
the Oscar nominations? No. Going
I'm
back
gonna
to
go
bed.
back and happy through
Back
a little bit.
back to bed. It's only it's not even 6 a.m. That's so wild. Jesus Christ. Nonetheless, very excited for this year's Oscars. I'm sure we'll have
Yes,
Oscar.
congratulations to everyone. That's exciting.
Congratulations to all the nominees. Very excited for that. And I'm gonna go put on my K-pop lullaby playlist I just made and see if I can get back to sleep. No,
You
I'm
wanna
not.
know what's bothering me? I think it's bothering me about Begonia is that Jesse Plemons didn't get any nomination. I
That would
think
have been
that's what might be bothering us about that, is that the fact
interesting.
that, like, he might have been the better part in that.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think what's interesting is I think name credibility, campaigning, all this goes into play, right? Emma Stone has won her Oscars. Jesse Plemons has been much more of like a character actor, but he does lead this one. And we talked about it when we talked about the movie. I think we're all in agreement. This is one of, if not his best performance. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So I think that's fair. Maybe I think it would have been a surprise if he did get nominated, a pleasant surprise. But lead actor is
I think
often a
it's more
stacked role.
shocking to, like, him not get the nom and then, like, the movie appear for Best Picture and Best
Sure.
Actress, like
Well, no nomination for Yorgos, the director, as well. He didn't get
Yeah.
nominated for Best Director, so it's gonna be interesting. We'll need to digest this once we get some more sleep and more time around the nominations, and we'll talk a bit more about our predictions. I'm sure we'll do a prediction show and see who gets the best predictions. Should we put a wager on it? What do you think? Losers have to shave their head.
Sorry, it's gonna be Adrian.
Yeah, probably.
And you gotta ask his wife if she's okay with the bald
No,
head.
she loves the hair. I'm sure she loves
Exactly.
the hair. Thanks you guys for tuning in. Like I said, very excited for these nominees, and we have some exciting episodes coming up tomorrow. We will have an interview with Suk Yin Lee, who is the co-writer and director of Paying for It, which is adapted film from a graphic novel about her relationship with the artist and creator of said graphic novel, and
Oh, wow.
not giving too much away. Funny enough, I had the graphic novel before even knowing it was a movie, and really fascinating. But it looks at her telling him, "I'm interested. I want to see other people," and
Got
he
it.
becomes open to it, and they go on this journey, and he ends up exploring going to sex workers for intimacy as a brand new person to that world, trying to navigate it. And this film take looks at both of their perspectives. Really interesting, great conversation with Sukian. So tune in for that on
I
Friday.
wanna open our relationship. Let me go find some prostitutes.
I listen, sex positive pod here. We
Yeah.
support
It's just, like,
sex
so
workers.
interesting that, like, that's just the first. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, so it's not the first thing. So time like he goes celibate for like 2-3 years. Like he doesn't
okay,
have
so there's, like,
yeah.
space.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. And in the graphic novel, it goes into a little bit more detail around like they live together still after this, and she goes on to have relationships and have that relationship move in with him living in the basement. Really fascinating stuff. Like he's
Wow.
still living there. So yeah, Paying for It is the graphic novel, and the film. I talked to director writer Sukyin Lee on tomorrow's episode. So make sure to follow, like, subscribe, not to miss anything. A lot of interviews coming, to be quite honest. And then Monday, we're celebrating my birthday. Erica had the idea that for this year on birthdays, the birthday person gets to pick a movie anniversary that came out the year they were born. So it's the big 40th anniversary of my life, and also Jim Henson's Labyrinth with David Bowie and Jennifer Connelly. We're going to be covering that on Monday. You can
That'll
catch
be
that, I
fun.
believe, on Hulu and Peacock if you want to revisit or show the family for the first time. Uh, and does it still slap? We'll answer that on Monday. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. But until then, stay safe.